Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 6 Episode 4 review. Show starts off with Kenya going to some Cirque du Soleil, like where you hang from the ribbons and flip and twirl, and she's over there getting into her Gone with the Wind fabulous, twirling and spinning and flipping upside down and remarking that she's very good at having her legs spread eagle while she's upside down. Yeah. Candy comes in like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I was walking, trying to get out my heels and mess around and twist my ankles. So I ain't gonna be up there to be up there twisting and twirling like you, girl. I'm not going to be up there in what you say, Gone with the Wind fabulous. So we just gonna have to talk somewhere else. So while they're talking, Candy wants to let Kenya know that, hey girl, I just think that whole situation with you and Apollo was all kinds of messed up. You texting him was all kinds of messed up. And girl, what you doing that for? So Ken's like, it was very innocent. I still have all my text messages that, we correspond with each other. It's like, hey, I'm in LA. Oh, I'm in LA too. How you doing, Kenya? I thought you didn't like me. I thought we weren't cool. It was like stuff like that now. Pretty sure if she did have some messages on her phone, she would erase them and she wouldn't have showed Candy. But my thing is, why do you still have those messages on your phone? She's like, I haven't deleted them. It's like, really? I mean, this person who you've clearly argued with, why do you still have these messages as him? Y'all correspondence on your phone. Maybe she's just like me. I just don't even delete my messages on my phone. I probably got a whole bunch of them since the first time I got this phone, like over a year and a half ago. But that's beside the point. So I'm like, Kenya, why you still got those messages that probably that you and Paula had on your phone? Like, really? You still got this number too? But okay. Nene goes over to Cynthia's house to see how she's recovering. Cynthia, she's laid out on the bed. She's like, I feel a whole lot better. My stomach's going down. I'm no longer anemic. Nene's like, girl, come on, get up, let's go shopping. She's like, girl, I ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. And Nene's like, I'm happy Cynthia got this surgery because she was bleeding everywhere. She was all anemic and sad. The girl was going through it. In the midst of this, Candy called and was like, yeah, talked to Portia the other day. She's trying to get through it, but yeah, the girl's going through some stuff. So I think we should have us the girls get together and try to cheer her up and see how she's going on with life. So that's what they're gonna do. Nene's like, well, since girl, you didn't took that pill and you finna be off in La La Land, let me get my tail up and give me some shopping in. So girl, you go ahead and feel better, okay? And NC and Nene leaves. Candy goes to run and tell that to Phaedra about her conversation with Kenya. And she's like, well, Kenya showed me those. I need to stop trying to do her voice. Kenya showed me the messages that between her and Apollo, and they seem kind of innocent and all that stuff. And Phaedra's like, no, it was no way innocent. Apollo called me on the phone like, I'm over here in Beverly Hills in my hotel, and I had to switch hotel rooms because Kenny was stalking me in my room. I had to switch hotel rooms because that child kept on coming to my room and trying to check up on me. So Kenny's like, oh, see, I didn't know all this happened. And Faith's like, yeah, see, that's why I don't like the girl. She was going up to my man's room while he was out of town and I wasn't there. What other reason you got going up in the room? Y'all could have talked somewhere else if you need to talk to him. She was up there trying to be sneaky. Now, I'm just thinking how what Phaedra would be thinking. I was like, you probably having to switch hotel rooms because Kenya's in the same city and found his hotel? Yeah, some news sound like, how does she know what hotel he was in? Don't sound right, but we shall see. Cynthia's daughter, Noelle, she's 13 now, and she's a young lady, and she comes in innocently, like, Mom, I need your credit card to get some books. So, Cynthia, she, is like, okay, guys, I guess she was having me, like, okay, guys, I need to be on my mode right now. And she's like, you sure you need books? She's like, if I was gonna lie, I need your credit card, I wouldn't say books. But, her and Noelle get to talking, and Noelle lets Cynthia know, hey, Mom, I have a boyfriend now. I think his name is Arthur. They've become close. Even they've kissed. So Cynthia's in that, okay, this my teenage daughter, she has a boyfriend and kids, and I'm hoping this don't go too far, but I do like the little interaction that Cynthia had with her daughter. Cute little girl. And yeah, Cynthia, she's like, okay, I have a teenage daughter now, what am I going to do? You know, it's new to her. She used her daughter being a little girl, playing with Barbie, you know, doing hopscotch, swinging on swings. Now, the little girl has a boyfriend. And what is Cynthia to do? So now we're at where Nene, Cynthia, Candy, Phaedra, and Portia get together and meet up. You know, trying to pick Portia, like, you know, lift her spirits since she's going through this divorce right now. Like, she just broke down. She's like, y'all, I tried to paint this picture that I had this perfect marriage, that me and Cordell were fine, but y'all, it was all a front. I thought I was going into this marriage, you know, I guess he sold her a dream and it didn't turn out that way. She's like, you know, he handled the money. If I needed money to get groceries, I had to ask him for money. So I'm like, he didn't even have her on a bank account. I'm like, really? Really, Cordell? But this is what Portia's saying, so I shouldn't jump to like, Cordell, you dirty dog for that. That's your wife. She should have access to y'all money. But anyway, she's like, yeah, it was stressful. I tried to make it seem like, no, this is my man. He is a good man. He does everything for me. I am his little princess. But she's like, I was faking the funk. I was miserable over there at Cordell. He didn't even want my family to be over there like that. That's why I didn't have y'all over my house like that, because Cordell didn't really want people over there. And it seemed like Cordell was like trying to alienate her from her family. Like, you're my wife now. You're going to be here cooking and cleaning and taking care of my son and taking care of my needs. There is no need for you to be having your sisters, no friends coming over, or you going out to hang out with them. And she's like, she was actually mad that they saw through her, oh, my marriage is perfect, we were the perfect couple, I'm so in love, we're so happy. And she kind of felt bad because, like, you know, they seen through all this BS that I'm spewing out. So, yeah, she's letting them know, now y'all got to see the real Portia. She's still trying to be strong, knowing she's going through the divorce, because she still loves Cordell, even though their situation was bad. So, yeah. Nene pulls up to what she calls the hood to go to Kenya's new motel, wherever Kenya's staying in. I'm assuming it's like an apartment. She coming over there like, hey girl, I'm going to help you find you a place. I know you were living in Swallers right now. Nene's looking at the window, and it did look hoodish. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to say it was in the hood, but it had the familiar signs of being in the hood. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm all grass supreme and I'm living in the biggest house. I live in a nice neighborhood, but for Kenya, who is this big actress and producer and workout video guru, I would think that she would be living in a bigger place. So Nene's like, girl, get your stuff, get your purse. I'm finna take you to my realtor and we're gonna find you a place. They go to a condo, very lovely condo. I think it was $1.5 million, and Kenya, being the true Kenya that she is, she's like, no ma'am, I can get me a nice little house in Buckhead for this. I cannot stay anything that's under 5,000 square feet. And I'm like, really, girl? Did you see where you're living at? Really? The place you were living at, for all your stuff, like you was living in a Cracker Jack box. Yeah, you need to fake the fun. You need to stop faking the fun. Can you get you the money that you're getting off this show? If you're going to be in Atlanta like that, get you a nice little apartment somewhere. That's what I suggest you do. If you're not looking to buy you a house or get you a nice little apartment. I know you hate an apartment you in living right now, and I know Atlanta, you know, it ain't New York high, but, you know, just try to get you a nice little apartment and quit trying to fake the funk. I don't know if she didn't have the money for the condo, because according to Nene and her conversation with Phaedra, her little stallion booty ain't doing too well, so she probably couldn't afford the place. But I'm pretty sure you making money off of Housewives of Atlanta, you could afford better than that little place you was staying in, what they showed you in. When they showed from last week's episode, they showed her place. I thought it was a hotel. The way they filmed it, but now it looks like a small apartment. But Kenyon, yeah, if you ain't getting you a house, and don't try to be all Grand Spring, get you a nice little apartment, a good 1-bedroom apartment, and call it a day. And quit faking the funk. That's all I got to say about that. Lastly, I'm going to talk about this whole little interaction between Apollo and Phaedra. They're out to eat, and Kenya's name comes up once again. Phaedra, she is tired because she's had this new baby. They renovating their house. She got her exams coming up. She tired. And question, does Phaedra still practice law? So I ain't see now high nor hear of her doing any kind of law this season. I know we just like the 4th episode in, but she didn't really do much last season either. So it's like, is she quitting law altogether to do this mortuary thing? Somebody let me know about that. And Phaedra just flat out said, don't be calling my friends, don't be texting my friends. I don't care how innocent it was bad. You shouldn't have did it. And Apollo, he was just digging his own little grave. Like, the more he talked, he was one more scoop into digging his own grave. And Phaedra gave him one of those looks like, boy, do not do it. And he was like, if I wanted to, I could have got with her. I didn't want to. She wanted to get with me, but I didn't want to. But if I wanted to, I could have. That was the wrong thing to say. You could have been like, I didn't want to get with that girl. Don't put that if I wanted to. That makes you look all kind of guilty and all kind of wrong. They get to arguing back and forth, and he's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. We always argue. And she's like, well, look how you acting. And I'm thinking something had to have happened to where Phaedra's acting like she was, because she flat out told him she wanted to stab him right there at that table. And when they was driving off in their car, they was arguing like something else. So we're going to see how Phaedra and Apollo's relationship is going to go. Yeah. So that was the gist of the episode. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.